So because if you have a molecule, okay, they are going to be broken. Okay, they are going to be broken into many parts. Okay, and they are going to be tested and will be reported in your mass spectrum. Yeah. So if you are breaking this, so normally they are going to have, okay, few fragmentations. Okay, the fragmentation that they can exist over there is going to be, you can have for example CH3 plus. Okay, you can have this fragment. You can also have CH2OH plus, that is another fragment. Okay, you can also have, okay, the entire, yeah, C2H5OH as a fragment. So we have many fragmentations. Yeah, many fragmentation. If you take the entire fragment, okay, that fragment is going to be called as M. Okay, the molecular ion. Okay, the M plus. Okay, and if you count, okay, this is 12 plus 12, 24. 24 plus 6 for the hydrogen. Okay, and then plus 16. So that is going to be total, that is going to be 46. So 46 for this is going to be known as molecular ion. Okay, molecular ion. So they call it as M. Okay, they are smaller fractions. Okay, like this, like CH3 is 15. Okay, and then this one 12 plus 3 plus 16. So it's going to be 15 plus 16 is 31. Okay, so you can have many fractions like this. Yeah. So the important part to note is, okay, if you have a mass spectrometer, mass spectrum, okay, if you have a peak at the towards the most right hand side of your spectrum, okay, that is most likely going to be your molecular ion. Okay, that is going to be your molecular ion. Okay, the one that is bigger number. Yeah, that doesn't mean that it must be the biggest peak or tallest peak and so on. Sometimes, okay, we do have another one which is smaller than that. Okay, quite small. Yeah, quite small. Okay, don't. But they are very near. Yeah, not even so far like this. They are quite near like this. Okay, now don't go and take this one as your M plus. Okay, don't go and take that one as your M plus, because that is going to be M plus 1. Okay, that is your M plus 1. And I told you what is M plus 1. Okay, I told you what is going to be M plus 2. And I told you what is M plus 4. Not all the time M plus 2, M plus 4 will be shown. Okay, but M plus 1 will be shown all the time. Okay, but depends whether they are going to show you in the spectrum or not. Yeah, so if they show you in the spectrum and they ask you what is that, okay, that is going to represent 1%, 1.1%, okay, from that carbon, the sample, which is belongs to carbon 13 atom. Yeah, and that is when I told you that you need to memorize a formula, which is going to be, you just try to calculate what is going to be the number of carbon in the sample. Okay, the number of carbon in the sample can be calculated. Okay, 100 divided by 1.1. I don't want to go in detail about how to derive this formula. I'll straight away. Yeah, so 100 divided by 1.1 times the abundance. Okay, abundance of, okay, M plus 1. Okay, and then, okay, divided by the abundance of M plus. Okay, so once you use this, okay, the M, abundance of M. So once you use this, okay, you will be able to get the number of carbon in that sample, which is going to be useful for your NMR analysis. Yeah, so that is going to be M plus 1. Okay, just need to remember this formula. Okay, for that 2 marks, that will save your 12 marks. Yeah, and then, okay, about M plus 2 and M plus 4, this one I just went very briefly with you. Okay, because it depends on your chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. Okay, so this one also depends on Br 79 and Br 81. Okay, this one is because, okay, M plus 2, okay, normally when you have Cl2 plus, okay, that is 35 plus 35 is going to be 70. But sometimes you have Cl2 plus in form of Cl35 and Cl37. Then that's going to be 35 plus 37, which is 72. That is going to give you the M plus 2 peak. Yeah, the same thing. Okay, if you have BR2, okay, we are expecting the BR2 to have BR79 plus BR79. Okay, so that BR79, okay, so 158. Okay, so 158. So if you have BR, okay, 79 and BR81, there is an increase of 2. So that's going to be 160. So you can see that is M plus 2. Okay, and sometimes we have BR 81 and 81. So BR 81 and 81, that's another increase, okay, which is going to be another 2. So that's 162. So from here to here is M plus 4. Okay, so the same thing here, CL37, CL37, you are going to get 74. Okay, so if I look at it, okay, this is going to be M plus 4. Okay, the only way to separate or to look at the diagram, okay, I didn't go in detail, is by looking at the ratio. The ratio, if it is 3 to 1, okay, then the peak is going to be showing for CL. If the ratio, the peak is going to be 1 to 1, okay, so 50% and 50%, then it's going to be showing for BR. But I don't think that they will actually ask this in your A2, yeah, because they have removed it to AS. Okay, even in AS also, I don't think so. They will ask in paper 1. Okay, I think they will ask more in paper 2. Yeah, so this one, okay, I will leave it aside. Okay, but these are the important things that I taught you yesterday. Yeah, most important stuff that I taught you yesterday. Okay, so before